Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the Scrap and Roll MMA podcast. I'm your host, Sky. We got your host, Jace, and special guest, AJ, back in the building. Let's go.
So,
Before we started, I told AJ, hey, yo, it's your week. It's your guy.
yes, it is. Let's
If you
go.
don't know, and if this is the very first time you're ever hearing this, AJ is his favorite current fighter is Sean Brady. I
Yes,
know.
it is. Let's
Mesmerized.
go.
Oh,
Let's go.
real fast. If you did come across the channel, please do us a favor and hit that boom like button, boom subscribe button. Remember, it's wait for it, free.
Free.
Ta-da.
Free.
Yeah.
Like my great granddaddy, free.
I
Too
don't
soon?
know. You might have went back too many greats.
Fair.
Yeah, facts. Because sharecroppers were still slaves.
Facts.
But this weekend we're in London. We can quickly go over last week's card because it was quick as shit.
Right, it was.
Like, uh, unfortunately, I did not get an opportunity to watch it, and I'm quite disappointed
Oh,
in
really?
myself.
So wait a second. When you say you didn't have an opportunity to watch it, like what you really mean to say is you had better shit to
You
do
do?
than to watch an Apex card.
No, it's not because I don't hate on Apex. I'm not
Yo.
an Apex hater. I'm not on that train. I've been to way too many Apex cards in person to ever hate on Apex. Yeah, I just
Mm.
had a lot of stuff I had to get done this weekend. And
Real fast. Hold on. Let's cook for a second. Um, make me bigger. Pause.
oh gosh,
Um, I have a tremendous amount of Apex hate. I
Really?
think it's yes. I just said it, nigga. What the fuck?
you and
Um,
Ariel
Apex
Hawani
is,
apparently.
yeah, you area, yeah. Ariel hates that shit.
I hate it. I think it's so disrespectful. I think it's lazy by the UFC. This point, you know what I mean. And granted, it's always been like that. The UFC doesn't really care about the fans; they're just worried about their bag. You know what I mean. It's very unfair to the fans of the fighters. You know what I mean. It's wild to me that like
Mm.
someone can go and watch Sean Brady in front of an arena when that dude has Apex written all over him,
At the
right?
O2, man, in London.
Oh, I forgot he's your fighter. My bad.
At the
So yeah,
O2.
there's that. There is fighters' families struggling to get tickets, be able to see. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Their loved ones there. I feel pissed off about the fans, or sorry, the fighters not getting that reaction. Because I know for me, I always do tremendously better when I get that adrenaline from other people.
Mm. My only gripe with the Apex is I think Apex is fine. I think it's cool. More fights happen more often. But my only problem with Apex is it was Daniel Cormier's last fight at the Apex. That's my only problem. That's it. Hated that, and that's about it.
But that was
It-
in 2020. Like that was actually
Yeah,
in
I
the
know, I know
pandemic. So
the circumstances and stuff, but I still think Daniel he deserved like an arena or whatever.
yeah. But then you get legends like Shogun Rua in Brazil and they leave, or you get Glover Teixeira in Brazil and they leave. You know what I mean? So like sometimes
Mhm.
people retire and they don't get the send off that you would think they would get, even if they in their own hometown. For me, like I said, I don't have no problem with the Apex. If I'm not there, I don't care. Even though they're gonna be in London this weekend, I'm not in London. Why does it matter to me? It doesn't. The fighters get paid the same, don't they?
Yeah, they gotta
They
be.
get paid the exact same amount. Nothing changes whether it's in front of 20,000 people or 200 people. So I don't
Yeah,
care.
but for me as the consumer, you know what I mean? Like I love crowd reactions. I love when they show crowd reactions, you know what I mean? And Apex we just get commentators doing now they're predisposed. Like, no, I like hearing the fans go fucking nuts. Even
Right.
like during a fight, when you can hear like when people are really banging it the fuck out and you can hear the fans like over the commentators and shit like that it gets the people going.
Hmm.
It doesn't for me personally. Like, cause I like most of the time I'm in my own world. Most of the time, if something exciting's
Mm.
happening, I'm screaming, I'm yelling, I'm already hyped. I don't even hear the crowd when I'm watching fights. Like, so it doesn't matter to me.
Okay, how
I
about
guess
this, right? How about this? I'm gonna try to be the least disrespectful as I can. So, what do you guys think about this scenario for the Apex? What if we have this guy just relax? What if we have just like the women like have their title fights like headline the Apex? I feel like we will all tune into a title fight match at the Apex. Just let the women headline and then work their way up, get their name up. Hey, I could put that girl on pay per view, or somebody like the little 125ers, 135ers. If they're not, if they don't got a big name, let them headline the Apex with a championship on the line. I think that's a good idea. But other than that, I really don't know.
And they still get paid the same. It don't matter whether you only put women fights at the Apex, you only put uh Dana White Contender Series, tough. It doesn't matter. They still getting paid the same. So that's why it just doesn't matter. But I do agree with Jason's point of the fans, people who don't get that opportunity, like especially like when they go to like small markets, like they're going to Idaho,
Kansas City.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Des
like
Moines?
those small markets.
Iowa.
Iowa.
Iowa, not Idaho.
Oh, they're going to Idaho? Oh, okay. Those people get an opportunity when the UFC hasn't been there in years. So I definitely think that like for, and people around the area will come and drive to go see it. So they are missing out on having the opportunity to go to a UFC fight. When like me here in Vegas, like I've been to so many fights that, yeah,
Fuck it.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Like,
Look at that small flex. But I think that is just an overall issue with the UFC at this point, kind of like what we were talking about the last week, a couple weeks ago with the lack of stars. You know what I mean? The UFC at this point now, I feel like their model is quantity over quality.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? Like they just got to pump it out there. They got to be out there for that week to fulfill their contract. But the quality of cards have just fallen off a fucking cliff. Even on big spectacles. Sky, we've talked about this for the past 2 to 3 years now for international fight weekend. What used to be the spectacle of the sport. Like you go back, you check that headline of UFC 100, the main card. It's fucking crazy.
300 was a banger.
DeAndre
People
was
just
lit.
hated on it. People hated on it because they wanted Conor. Listen,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, this
DeAndre was lit.
weekend's card was a fucking banger. There was only 3 decisions. Everything else
it
was
getting
knockouts and
practical.
submissions. So although you as a fan might not know everybody on this lineup, that's on you. Tune in and watch, because if you watch this weekend's card, right now there's plenty of people now you can choose from to say, hey, I like that guy. He got this finish there. They have to build up these other people. These other people have to fight. They have over 150 fighters. So they have to. So when you tune into these little bitty cards, you don't really know everybody on there. And then you get bangers, you get finishes, because everybody wants to see finishes, right? Now you got a new person that you can look at and be like, oh, crap, this dude had a cool, you know what I mean? Like every time I see Damon Blackshear, I'm like, Kendrick Lamar.
But just as a reminder, you said you did or did not watch this past weekend's card.
I did not, but that had nothing to do with the card.
That's all I need to hear.
I barely watched the pay-per-view. I haven't been really watching fights in general. What does that have to do with anything? I have a life. I have twins now. So my life is completely different than when I didn't, and I could just sit up for fucking 8 hours and watch
He's trying
fights.
to say if that boy from Hawaii not headlining, she not watching. That's it.
Now, I'm watching, but I'm not like, I'm just not going crazy for it.
I'm just saying, you went on a fucking soliloquy about, undercards and building up fighters, and yet you still didn't make the time, right? Like he said, if Max was fighting this weekend, and I'm not even going to say that.
Everybody's going to watch their favorite fighter.
I'm not going to say that because that's an extreme circumstance. But even in 2 weeks, right? Like you're going to be watching. You're going to make the time to watch it.
I will make time to watch, depending on what's going on.
All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
But I'm not a Volkanovski fan. I'm not a Diego Lopez fan. I'm not fans of these people. It has nothing to do with the quality of the card. It has to do with my own life.
Fight, though? You gotta watch that fight though.
Do I? Do I have time?
That's a much.
Do I have time?
And you did watch the last pay-per-view with Alex Pereira, right?
Yes.
Okay, keep going. We were
talking. And what does it have to do with any other fight that I watched? I watched Seattle. I watch Apex cards. I watch more Apex cards than you do. What are you talking about? Just because I didn't watch this weekend's, what does that have to do with anything?
Nothing.
And guess what? Whether you
Wait,
watched or
and
not, the fighter still got paid, and you didn't watch this weekend's card either, and you're over here talking crap about the Apex.
and real quick. Like last week, Jace mentioned other organizations like they matter in the space of the UFC space. They don't, but the guys and girls in the Apex, some of those guys and girls will be champions in those other organizations. By the way, just saying. But
That's lies. Speaking of other organizations, and I know CJ, when he watches, will be happy. There is one championship this weekend. Raw Tang is fighting. Go out and check out one championship. Y'all who claim to only want to watch, people get knocked the fuck out. Watch more kickboxing. Watch more Muay Thai. There's no grappling. So shout out to one championship going on this weekend.
But yeah, so this weekend's card, Jace, women's MMA, stood up. 2 back-to-back knockouts. How'd you
they
feel
got
about
bonuses
that when you
too. They got bonuses. Both of them. They
Yeah,
both
they
got bonuses.
Jace, how did you feel when you seen the highlights on Instagram?
See, I'm gonna stop talking to you off camera, nigga. Shit.
We know you didn't watch it. Even if it was on, even if you would have been watching, you were gonna skip the women's fight. You said that last week.
That was a good uppercut. Uppercut landed.
Shout out to girls MMA because it's great.
Women.
Same thing.
What are you, Pat Barry?
AJ went completely over his head.
No, I got that one. You're talking about Pat and Rose, right? I got that one. I got that one.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I like back to like women really quick. Women, I really like. I'm starting really to miss Amanda. Like really, like seriously, I'm trying to miss her fights because she was going in there and she was just finishing bitches like that. She was just finishing them like crazy.
Pause.
I miss her.
I guess me and Amanda got that in common.
Anyway, this dude, who does he think he is?
I'm that dude.
My G. So anything from this weekend's card, AJ, that you want to like touch on? Pause.
It's just like it's like I'm not gonna call it a fraud check, but the kid Musa, I think he came out of Kamal Usman's league in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had him highly touted striker, this and that and the third, and then he just goes out there and he just he gets beat. But I think that's just like you just got to be careful and really pick and choose who you fight and use it debut because nobody's an easy fight in the UFC.
Nope.
That he was a big favorite and he just got put out like that. Yeah.
Hey, that's what happens. And shout out to Kamaru, like going down there and creating that league. I'm not sure if it's still on Netflix, but it was a show also on Netflix. They did like a reality show of that.
Give them like 5 more years. They're gonna have at least like a top 15 contender in the UFC soon from that organization.
Hey,
Boom.
I'm definitely here for it. Yeah, so I can't even get into the back and forth against Marvin and Roman. I know that there was like some controversy there. Who'd you think won that fight?
It was a good fight. Shout out to both guys. It was actually better than I expected. I actually had fun watching the fight. It was just going back and forth. It was like a bar fight. That's what it looked like to me. They was just slugging it out. It was a good fight.
With some eye pokes.
Yeah, with some eye pokes. It was a good fight though, and the decision was right in my opinion.
Speaking of eye pokes, shout out to Luke Thomas, the best MMA journalist in the business. He talked about this extensively on his show. I think I sent a clip to Sky where you're talking about there's no consequences for eye pokes, and it can fundamentally change a fight.
There's no consequences for any foul, which Jason and I notoriously on this podcast continuously say. If you're going up against Khabib or just anybody, Dagestan, one of those styles that are just suffocating, foul. Get your free fouls off. You already know you're going to be dominated by this person. Poke him in the eyes, kick him in the nuts, grab the fence. Fish hook. Do whatever you got to do. Let him take a point away from you. Because guess what? You were going to lose anyways. You might as well cheat because they let you get away with it.
Shout out Conor McGregor. Cheated the whole fight against Khabib, basically.
Yeah, got to.
Shout out to Michael Chandler giving
Chandler
chuck on DP. Shout out to
the biggest cheater of them all,
Leon
Edwards.
Leon Edwards.
Leon Edwards, the biggest cheater out there.
Hey, if you're not trying to cheat, you're not trying to win.
Yeah, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
I'm just saying.
Right. But there are How you guys feel about that finish with Cop when he finished? I forgot the guy he finished, but he poked him in the eye and shit. How you feel about that finish? Well, no, he kicked him in the
Chris
nuts.
Weidman?
No, when Cop just fought, because the other guy poked him in the eye. Man, he poked him in the guy. I think he fought
Manil
Silver,
Cate
Bruno Silver.
versus.
Bruno
Yeah.
Silva. Was that a finish you guys like, you know what, fuck it. He poked him in the eye, and I'm like, then he got his good back. You guys okay with that finish or no?
I hate capes. I don't cop cape, Manil, whatever. Fuck him. I don't care.
I don't
I
I
wish he
don't
would
I
have
don't
lost.
fuck I don't fuck with Cape as well. This is a no Cape podcast.
No Cape podcast? I hope he sees this shit.
Yeah,
I don't want this shit.
he uses the F word way too much for our liking. Is that fair to say, Sky?
Yeah.
I don't want to speak for you.
So it's fair to
Yeah.
say you guys hope Pantoja wins his next fight and then chokes him out when they
Yes.
fight?
Pantoja is the best 125 on planet Earth. There's no one that can beat Pantoja. He's the most
I agree.
dominant force possibly ever at 125.
Let me know when he gets 11 consecutive title defenses.
11 is crazy. 11 is crazy.
Hey, he's rolling. He's rolling with the homies.
Let me know when he gets there. When
I-
he starts
I
beating
would say
people the
though,
way that
I would say Brandon Moreno is up there. He's like probably the best
exactly.
win.
Exactly.
He already
He barely beat Brandon. He barely beat
He beat
Steve.
the shit out of him.
Why was it a split decision?
That was a split. I thought they gave it
Yeah.
to majority. That wasn't majority.
We complain about judges on this podcast all the time.
It doesn't matter. He barely beat those people. He knocked out Kai. He got Kai out of there. That's fine. Well, choked him out. But like he barely beat Steve. I thought Steve won that fight, and I thought Moreno won the other fight.
He sent him into a sabbatical.
What are you talking about? He's fought since then. Steve fought since then.
I'm talking about Moreno.
Moreno fought since then. Moreno's fought 2 times.
Now he has, but he said after he lost.
No, after he lost to Brandon Royval, and then he took 6 months off. Right.
That's a fact. That's a fact. He did lost to Brandon.
Yeah,
he did.
Probably
because nobody in nobody's sabbatical.
Probably because Pantoja took years off his life.
No, he didn't.
Yo, not for nothing.
What are you talking about? Pantoja was the one all cut up and fucked up. What are you talking about?
Brandon looked different. He looked like he got just thrown off a building or some shit. That shit was crazy.
Brandon did look different.
That shit looked crazy.
Are you talking about against Pantoja?
Yeah, Pantoja had him looking crazy.
You don't remember Pantoja's face?
But not as Brandon looked disgusting. Brandon looked like he looked like fucking Joanna almost. That's how he looked like, almost Joanna.
That was against Royval because the cut opened up.
No, that was against Brandon Moreno.
Yeah,
I had to say Moreno because I forgot both Brandons.
Yeah, so like we were saying, Pantoja is just the most dominant force at 125. There's no one that can touch him. You know, you have a better chance beating Islam. You have a better chance beating John Jones or Aspinall.
That's a hot take. That's a hot take.
Nah, that's just facts. Then anybody touching Pantoja at 125.
Let's take that real quick. So if the UFC didn't cut or whatever, if they re-signed Makhachev, does he have any chance of beating Pantoja?
No.
Really?
Just head above.
He has a chance.
Sure. I mean, I guess he has a puncher's chance. When you talk
about head and shoulders, then why is he having close competitive fights? Head and shoulders is Valentina Shevchenko. Head and shoulders was Amanda Nunes. Head and shoulders was Volkanovski. People who were dominating fights and dominating divisions. Fucking Pantoja's not doing that. He barely won against Steve Erskine.
Just because Volk dominated Max Holloway
in one fight.
Dominated Max Holloway.
Hold on, guys. Real quick. I got to pick this up real quick. Jace, who had a better title run? Israel Adesanya or Pantoja? I just want to ask you that real quick.
Well, I can't say that because Pantoja is still reigning.
Pantoja fought.
Pantoja is still reigning and defending, right? He
hasn't lost. Who did he fight coming up?
He hasn't lost like Izzy did. But let's stay on topic.
Yeah. Who did Pantoja even fight, Jace? You don't even know.
Take the hate out of your heart.
Don't even know.
Just because you're crashing out.
You don't even know.
Because he got your boy Moreno up out of there.
You don't even know who he fought.
Yes.
Coming up in the title reign. Don't try to Google it. You don't know.
I don't have to Google anything. I don't need Twitter.
Pantoja,
you don't know.
Pantoja fought a cop already. Damn, I don't know who Pantoja really fought. That's crazy. I gotta really think about that.
Pantoja is that dude.
But championship wise though, But championship fights, though, I
dominating.
know he fought championship fights. But coming up, that's crazy. That's damn.
Yeah. So to
Let's
answer your question, AJ, I can't say because one
because you
person
don't
has the
watch
title
him.
and one person does not.
I
Because
can't wait to
he didn't
see.
watch him. He
I
didn't
can't
watch
wait to
him.
see. Like after this title, this reign for Pantoja, I can't wait to see where we rank him like in all time. Because I think he's gonna keep it for a while. I can't wait to see where we
Agreed.
rank him.
He's not he's going to be on that GOAT list, that conversation here shortly.
He's not. Guarantee you.
Well, you
But I
can't
really don't.
guarantee
I
it.
don't see nobody really beating him. Like he's the best overall fighter in that division, and he's durable too. So I don't know.
Maybe in the UFC, probably. It's either him or Ilia.
Y'all don't see this nigga getting cracked. Y'all don't see this nigga getting dropped every fight.
Ooh, he get
Ilia?
cracked.
Oh, he got dropped.
Pantoja!
He don't get dropped.
Ilia,
He
Ilia
Pantoja!
got
don't get
caught one
dropped.
time.
What are you talking about? Y'all are smoking dope. All right, let's talk
And
about this weekend card.
hot take. When they book Pantoja versus Marab this year, Pantoja 4th round submission.
Sounds good.
Sky, the screen is black.
Did you not see his cardio completely die in the second round against Moreno and in the third?
Hey, Sky, I
Go back
forgot
and
who.
watch the
Sky,
fight.
He got the belt still though. Got
who
the
won
belt.
that
It
fight?
doesn't matter. You're
Who won that
talking
fight?
about Marab. Marab, who has crazy ass cardio. Come on,
And
you
I-
cannot gas out in the
He
middle of
gonna
rounds. He did the same thing against
shoot
Brandon
against
Royval.
Pantoja. I dare him to
Who
shoot
won
against.
that
He's gonna
fight?
smash his neck. He's not shooting against
Okay,
Pantoja.
sounds
Who won
good.
that fight against
Sounds
Raw
good.
Dog?
Listen,
That was a
Pantoja.
close fight too.
Who won the
That was a
fight?
close fight too.
Who won the fight?
I didn't say that Pantoja didn't win. I'm saying y'all talking about head and shoulders, nigga. Ain't no head, and shoulders. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Like
He
shampoo and
actually
conditioners. Head and
he
shoulders. Stop
he
playing with
actually
me.
is though. Honestly, he actually is. He can neutralize anybody in that division.
Then
He
why
really
isn't
can.
he blowing these dudes out the water? When y'all talk about head and shoulders, why isn't he blowing them out the water? Answer the question.
Absolutely. So
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Go ahead.
he's taking the GSP approach, cautiously dominating everything.
Then why is dominating is Khabib never losing a fucking round? Okay, that's
Arguably.
dominating. That's head and shoulders.
Arguably.
No,
Connor
he lost
and
one
Justin.
fucking round.
Connor and
Okay,
Justin.
wait. Now
Conor
you
and
just
Justin.
said he never lost a round. Now you saying he did lost a round. Which
Conor and
one is
Justin.
it?
I'm talking
Get it
about
together.
on paper. I'm
Get
talking
it
about on paper.
together.
How many rounds has Pantoja lost in the last 3 fights?
How many
Off
titles does
the
he
top
have?
of my head, I can't
6.
say it, but I can say he's the
6.
champion.
Because he's only winning 3-2.
I can say he's a champion.
I'm not saying it has anything to do with being a champion or not.
He's
Y'all talking about head
dominant.
and shoulders.
Head and shoulders.
Oh,
I think.
Lord.
Look, my definition of head and shoulders is nobody in that division. They can't take the belt from him. I can't see nobody taking the belt from Pantoja in that division. I
They can.
can't see it.
Steve
I don't see
Erceg
nobody.
arguably won that fight.
He did it
No.
though. Now did he?
Y'all are smoking dope. Let's talk about this weekend's card here in London. Your boy Leon Edwards is fighting at normal time now, so we should get a different Leon Edwards.
Hope
What's
it
up?
matters. Hope it matters, Leon. Hope it matters, boy.
The screen is still black, Scott.
It's black for you. You might have to go out and come back in, but it's up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Copy that.
Leon is taking on AJ's boy, Sean Brady.
Sean
at the
Big Back
O2
Brady.
Arena. That boy got a big back for real, though. He really do.
That's a wild comment to make.
No,
Dude,
but it
to-
is. He got like a gorilla back.
Listen, let's get it, man.
Jan Blachowicz taking on my baby daddy, Carlos
That's gonna be a
Hooper.
good fight, boy. I'm a little nervous for your baby father. A little nervous for that man. A little nervous.
You shouldn't be. Hey,
What?
Jan is like 55 years old.
I don't care. Jan, I'm gonna say this. I'm putting him in my top 5 hardest hitters in the UFC. He might be right there, number 5, but in history, I'm putting him at number 5. That boy hit hard. I don't think it matters how old he is, and I think he beat
Old-
Ankalaev.
Old man strength is real.
He's
I want to take.
34.
Damn, this is gonna be a good fight though. I'm gonna take Carlos, but he got to be careful, man. Gotta be careful.
We haven't got to the picking aspect of the show.
We have Venom. Jordan Vucinic is on here, and he's
epidemic.
Hey, is this considered blackface? He's completely black. Like all his tattoos have him completely black from the neck down.
Depending on how you
Oh
slice it.
no.
Your
Shout out
definition.
to Ronnie Radcliffe.
Oh man. I like Chris Duncan. I'm happy to see Morgan on here. Nathaniel Wood, that's gonna be a good fight.
That's gonna be a banger. Him and Charrier, they're gonna be getting it on. I mean, good
Yeah.
fight.
Kavanaugh's on here. That's gonna be a good fight. Oh, versus Felipe Dos Santos. This might be fight of the night.
You think
This
so?
might be fight of the night.
I feel like they could be. I think that fight or the one with Jordan and Chris, that shit gonna be
Yeah.
crazy too.
I don't
Or
think it'll
even
be fight of the night. I
yo,
think I think that fight is over quick. Someone's gonna get Scott starched.
I'm cool with that. I didn't know Marcin is still fighting. Jeez.
Tabori, he fighting Parkin, right? Mick Parkin.
What is going on at heavyweight? There's nobody there.
Shout out to the UFC for actually giving them the local time, by the way. I know we brought that up, but we really got to stamp that because for the longest time, I thought you had to have Arab money to get, the local time stamp.
Hey, right,
No,
money.
no. When it's been fight nights, when it was fight nights, they had it as they had it at local time. Like when Patty and Molly and all of them was on it, it was local time. It's just pay-per-view, which is predominantly bought by the US. They did it at US time.
This is gonna be a good card, man. For real.
I want to know why everybody won. Why majority of the people from London won, except for Leon, who hired a sleep specialist. Like he's got to stop making this excuse. Bilal was just better than him. Period.
Yeah, Bilal, yeah.
Bilal's terrible.
Well, he's your champion.
He's the champion, not my champion.
Oh, okay. Who's your champion? Loser ass Kobe Covington, who was never a champ.
That's not true. But keep going.
We're not doing this anymore.
We're not
so how you guys feeling overall about the card?
Overall, it's okay. You know what I mean? I will say this. I'm probably more excited about the fans than the actual card because the lads, they usually show up to show out. You can hear them underneath the broadcast all the fucking time, and I love that.
Oh, great. You get to listen to the crowd.
Take the hate out of your heart.
While you sit at home. You sit at home and you're like, oh, I get to hear the crowd. It makes such a difference. Y'all are such fakers.
Don't get mad because you got set on fire earlier.
By who?
Me.
I'm dead.
I bodied you.
When?
Keep going.
I'm still standing. I'm still strong. I'm right here.
Yo, CLD's on his card, right? Yo, CLD's on his card. Leroy Duncan.
Yeah.
He shout out to him too. He's one of my. I like watching him fight too. He's really good.
Oh shit! Bum ass Kevin Holland's on here.
You didn't know that?
He's gonna get Gunner the fuck out of there. First round, get him out of there.
Hopefully not.
I think he is. We're gonna get him out of there. Gunner.
Oh, he going up against Gunner. Yeah, that's the type of fights that Kevin can win. Them the only fights he can win now.
Y'all know me. I'm ready to sacrifice my pick. And this is the reason I'm not 100%. These are the reasons why I'm 96.9.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Speaking of picks, shall we?
We shall. Let's do the top 3.
Top 3? Yeah. When do we stop doing the whole main card?
We do the main card when it's a pay-per-view.
Okay, copy that. Top 3 it is.
I mean, do you want to do the whole?
No. Top 3 is fine.
All right. Gunner versus Kevin.
I'm gonna take Kevin.
I'm gonna go Kevin.
I stand on motherfucking business. I'm going with Gunnar Nelson to choke him out. Let's go, Gunnar.
Yo, and for this fight, I feel like the pressure's on Kevin. I feel like we know like the Dana, his guys love Kevin, but you got to win this fight. I think if he loses this fight, he might be out of here. Like seriously,
PFL.
I think he might. I think he might.
He's not close to getting out of there. But I'm looking for Gunnar. Is he Icelandic or Norwegian?
Icelandic
fighter to get it fucking done.
He actually fought Leon too. Gunnar fought Leon, and I think he lost by split decision. Matter of fact,
in London.
Yeah, the years back.
And that's That's
when
when
Till.
Leon walked out and got booed by his own hometown.
I think that was the same card when Jorge when he slept Till and shit. Right, everything went down that night.
Yeah.
Slept that nigga.
They was going
Yeah,
crazy for Till and booing
right.
Leon in London, and then
Blueing.
Masvidal came out there, put them things on him. It was nasty.
Blueing. What's up, Crip?
Yeah. If we comparing cards and like time periods, that card was way better than this card. That shit was crazy. I remember that card.
Okay, we got Jan Bohovic and Carlos Sky Baby Daddy.
Can't
Mm.
go against my baby daddy.
I'm scared for this man, but I got Carlos. Got Carlos.
I want Carlos to win. Obviously, at the end of the day, pretty much 90% of us we love the knockout artist. You know what I mean?
That's right.
But that being said, Jan is about to wrestle fuck him for 3 rounds, unanimous decision, 30-27.
Actually, I could see that happening. I could see Jan wrestle fucking him. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, since Izzy had that fight with Jan and Carlos is a true 205er, they've been drilling and he's been working on his wrestling defense because he is a kickboxer. We'll see, but I'm going Carlos.
Yeah.
And
I
then
want, I
Leon
want,
versus.
I
Go
want
ahead.
Carlos to win. I'm just saying, I want Carlos to win, but I don't see it happening.
And then Leon Edwards versus Sean Brady.
I have a message for Leon. I just want to tell Leon, like,
Hold on, let me get the big screen up there since you got a message for your boy.
yo, Leon, you're fighting the top contender or so. When you lose this fight, please do not talk about retirement or anything of that nature. You're just gonna be a good fighter. You're gonna be ranked in the top 3 most likely after this loss. And, just climbing back to the top. Because Sean Brady's gonna choke you out, and it's gonna be a good night at the office. That's it. Sean Brady, future champ, future welterweight champ, like it or not. It's gonna be crazy times, man. Man, can't wait for this fight. Shouldn't it happen already?
Jace?
Sky,
Jace?
who you got?
Still there, pussy.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I'm going Sean Brady.
Oh,
Wow.
I got Sean Brady 4th round finish. I didn't say
All
the
right.
finish. Yeah.
I'm going Sean Brady. I don't trust Leon. Like, I just don't trust him. That performance was whack. It was just whack. The performance against Kobe was whack. I mean, he won, but it was a whack performance. His second performance against Kamaru was whack. His first performance against Kamaru was whack. Like, his performances have not been up to par, right? And I don't trust him. And after him doing that whole closing his eyes and laying in somebody's, that was disgusting to me. Absolutely not. So I can't go with Leon. I would like to see him get it done, but I think Sean Brady is gonna go inside there and wrestle fuck him.
That's legit. It pains me to say this. Like, I have physical pain because y'all know, like, I don't fuck with Leon Edwards.
Oh man.
Like, I never have been a Leon guy. You know what I mean? It's 90% of him because he's from Birmingham,
Because he's
which
black.
is no. But that being said,
Shout
I
out to
gotta
CJ.
so silly. I'm sorry. Did I miss something? Is something humorous that I'm not exactly like getting right now?
I'm just trying to wait
What
till
No,
am I
you.
missing?
we're
I just
just
want to hear you say his name. That's it. Say his name.
oh,
Leon Edwards,
No, the other guy.
Sean Brady.
The winner that you don't want to say.
Oh, what the fuck made you think I'm picking fucking Sean Brady's goofy ass?
Are you picking Leon?
Are you crazy?
Oh
They
my
gonna pick
god.
that fucking turd?
Are you picking Leon because of AJ, or are you picking Leon because you truly think he's gonna win?
No. I'm picking Sean Brady because I think he's gonna go and wrestle fuck the shit out of him.
Ah, clean sweep.
Yeah. Yo,
Yeah.
real
Oh, why?
quick.
Cause you taking the L on Kevin Holland, so you gotta get your one in.
No.
Yo,
I really just see it. I really think the most people are going to be disappointed when the main event and co-main is just grappling fucking heavy bullshit.
I agree.
But again, tune in to one.
I watched that shit
Is
after.
that on Friday though? It's on Friday, right?
I
Let me
want to
see.
say Saturday for us, Friday
Isn't
for
one
us.
on TNT? That shit was on TNT, right? A while back.
Not anymore.
Oh,
But I tell you what, I guarantee. All right, I'm going to one page, and it should tell instantly, you guys. Instantly, I'm able. Jason and I was just talking about this. I am able to see who's fighting, what time they're fighting, what like. PFL did not have that, and that shit was driving me absolutely crazy when they were having their big championship, and I didn't know what time the fucking show started.
And it's still
Clearly.
like that because we just looked it up like 3 days ago, Scott.
Yeah, because they got fights coming up. I'm like, what time does it start? Where is it? Like,
wow, dang.
just awful. But anyways, this is gonna be the 23rd at 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm gonna be asleep.
Damn. I saw his
Sunday.
fight against
Oh, it's Sunday. So the night of, gotta be. I might be up.
But
yo
like you said, Scott, at least they tell us
Yeah.
when. You go PFL,
yo
osmosis.
Ratang is the one that fought DJ and then like it was like Mr. Arch and then it was like Muay Thai. That fight? That was him,
Yeah.
right? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Huh.
Yes. Raw
Yo,
Tang
real
is that
quick, I
dude.
got like I just thought about it like right now, like I was talking about Leon. Is Leon and I hate using this word in this
But
context,
you're
but
going to anyway.
yeah, but is Leon the worst welterweight champion in UFC history?
Fuck no.
So who's the worst?
Matt Hughes.
Matt Hughes is the worst?
I have a deep hatred for Matt Hughes. Do you even know who Matt Hughes is?
Really?
Nah, I didn't. I know he had the belt. I just know he fought GSP. That's it.
Yeah,
Why do you
Or
hate
GSP
Matt
twice.
Hughes?
he was the reigning champion for a solid like 4 years.
He almost died.
Was the guy before him?
He
And
got
Was the guy
hit by
before
that
him with
train.
dreadlocks? Some shit, right? Was the guy before
well,
Matt Hughes?
hey Sky, he is legitimately racist.
Oh, Matt?
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy. I didn't know that. That's tough.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Damn.
Off with his head. I don't care.
Off with
Next.
his head.
No,
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
legitimately the worst UFC welterweight champion of all time is probably Carlos Newton.
That's yeah. Sam.
Don't say yeah. You don't know who Carlos Newton is.
No, that's the guy with the dreads, right? He had dreads or whatever he had.
No.
Yes, he did have like little dreads or some shit, right?
He did have like some little things.
Yeah.
I love that AJ, Googles the entire time that we talk. It makes me so happy.
My hands is right. Listen, I know a lot about UFC. I think I know
No,
a
you
little bit too
don't.
much. I know a little too much.
No, you don't.
All right. Well, y'all got any hot takes?
I've got a
I don't have
couple
no
of
I have a hot take. Yo, so today, right? I'm on Instagram. I'm just scrolling. I see Conor McGregor's at the White House.
Oh my God. Thank you for
So
bringing this shit up.
so I'm just like, yo, like what the fuck? Like, why is he doing it? He does an extremely good job of staying relevant and staying in the news. But that shit just got me thinking, like, yo, what if like I'm gonna throw it back, pause. But to tour
That's
but to
crazy.
but the 205, UFC tour UFC 205. So people forget about this like little interaction or whatever. But before he fought Floyd, it wasn't really like hyped up to be nothing like that. But him and Tyron Woodley had like a little interaction backstage and whatever. So with that said, if how you think it would have played out if Conor would have fought Tyron for the third belt instead of fighting Floyd after he won the second
he'd
belt?
have got
Woodley.
bullied.
Yeah.
You think
Yeah.
so?
Woodley. Yeah. That'd have been a
Woodley is
bad
too
matchup.
big. Pause.
Too big. Too
But
strong.
the way Willie loses fight, he's not good with pressure in my opinion. Like he always
Yeah,
loses on
but
the
not
back
that
foot.
Woodley. That Woodley at that time.
Okay, so
That
boom.
just got done finishing. What's your boy who got Darren Till? That Woodley was different.
So real quick,
It's different.
so that version of Wonder Boy, he beats that McGregor at 170. That version of Wonder Boy.
Any
That's-
version of Wonder Boy beats
Don't
Conor at
don't get Jay
170.
started on Wonder Boy.
Any version of Wonder Boy.
Wait,
Wonder Boy is
hold
top
on, Scott.
five strikers
I
of
just had an
all
epiphany in
time.
my head. Wait, what'd you say?
Wonder Boy is top 5 strikers of all time in the UFC.
Oh my god, this is why I love the UFC and this sport. So you guys know who my favorite fighter is. He put his ass on his back. Remember that fight? Showtime.
Yeah.
How do you explain that?
He was bigger and he's not as good as a
Who's
grappler.
bigger? Wonder Boy is bigger than Showtime. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but he was Wonder Boy was winning
Oh
that
shit!
fight.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter. The
Wonder
end of
Wonder
exclamation point.
Boy. Sorry,
Exclamation point.
I thought you were talking about someone else. Yes, it was an exclamation point, but up until Wonder Boy was whooping that ass until he wasn't. Like
Listen,
your boy was almost out of there, but obviously he threw a Hail Mary and it landed. That's what
Hail
happens. That's why we
Mary.
love the game. I do
listen.
have a couple hot takes from a few people.
Run it.
Um, I haven't been getting to them, so let me go ahead and bring up the list.
These are like IG hot takes or like on YouTube hot takes.
This is
Like what?
IG people who submit
Oh,
on Instagram.
oh yeah. Let's see what they got to say.
Yeah. So this is a pretty interesting. This is from at Miss Mary Emma. She asks, hold on, let me get this right. Do you think / would it be interesting if they increase the point value in round 3 or 5?
So that you have
Um,
to win those kind of like swing rounds in order to
So it's
like
kind
push
of
the pace.
saying, like, normally they're 10-9 rounds, you know what I mean? A 1 point
Hmm.
round. But how about on the last round if you could get 2 points or 2 points was decided on the final round of the fight?
I say no, only because I think that just pretty much kind of like what Joker had commented on YouTube last week is that like I
Shout
think he
out to
commented
Joker, by
something.
the way.
Shout out to Joker. I think he commented something along the lines of like sometimes you tend to lean more so like at the end of the fifth round. It might not have been him. I don't remember who I was talking to. But like at the end of the day, I think most like UFC fans, like when you're watching, you're looking and when the fifth round comes to an end, like you really just want to base it off of the full fight. People want to judge based off of pride judging. Period. They want to look at a fight in totality and say this person won rather than saying, hey, this person won the first 3 rounds and they win the fight. So I think that like trying to add more points to like say like the fifth round is just to try to edge that out.
Mm.
Pause.
um,
Shout out
that's
to Edging.
a good question. That's good, but I don't know. Like the fight that just passed with Ian Gary and Shavkat, I think that would apply good to that fight because Ian was the closest between the guys to like the fight was over basically. I thought the fight was over. Ian had his neck, and I think that like stuff like what Jay said with the extra point, I think it should come into play like with stuff like that because the fight like he had him and he didn't finish it, but that was the closest to that fight was going to be finished.
So, but that is a thing. Should we though have pride judging, where you judge on the totality of the fight instead of round by round?
No.
No, we shouldn't. But if it's going to be that close of a fight, though, I think that matters in that fight, though.
See, I actually like pride judging. I think you should be able to judge on the totality of the fight.
I think that if that's the case, then don't have rounds.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
okay with
Don't
that.
don't give them a break then. You know what I mean? Like just have it be a scrap, and whenever you fucking give up, you give up. If that's the case, but if you're gonna have rounds, I have to judge you within that round.
Right.
Almost
Shout
like
out
it
to
was for
Anderson
fight.
Silva for not giving up against Chael. I did see that fight, G.
Facts. Facts.
You watched that entire fight?
Yeah, I did.
Because that's
I did.
actually a horrific fight to watch.
Until it
Like
wasn't, until he got him out of there.
the end was cool, but the fight itself was fucking terrible.
Yeah. I
Shout
don't
out
know.
to Chael.
I
That was
remember
terrible.
being in a bar. I lived in Vegas at the time. I was in the bar and I was absolutely demoralized. And I
Aw.
remember it was like 2 minutes to go. I fucking, hey, woo, give me my check. And I was walking out the door. Like I was watching the fight halfway between like walking out of the door. You know what I mean? I'm kind of just like, oh, this is so fucking like I can't believe this. Just demoralized. And then him throwing up the triangle, me losing my fucking mind. And I think that's the reason why I like crowd noises and shit so much because right now the UFC has become a more popular sport. I remember for such a long time watching fights where fucking like I had to be in the corner with no sound watching the fights.
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, because I'm a long time watcher.
What is a long time watcher? You talking 90, 99, 98? What is a long time watcher?
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I told Sky, she asked me my first pay per view I saw live was UFC 96. That
yeah.
was the first one I watched live where Rashad Evans was the champion going against my favorite fighter at the time, Thiago Silva. Shout out to the neck tattoos of the world.
Hey,
Nah, I don't
real
know. I don't
quick, at the end of week, last week's episode, did you stay past the credits to see you and Aaron's little romance?
Bromance. Get it right.
Bromance. Yeah.
who
Yeah.
talking to me.
No, anybody. Y'all just let me know if y'all watch it. If you didn't, go back and watch it because I just thought that it was hilarious. I know a lot of people
Yeah,
didn't watch it, but
I think
yeah.
cool.
What was the other hot take, Jace?
The other hot take was saying, hold on. I guess it's kind of based on scoring as well. Or I guess this isn't really a hot take. This is my own personal hot take. Is I think we need to normalize whether you want to call it 10-10 or 9-9 scoring. It doesn't have to be 10-9 every round. Some fights, some rounds, there is no decisive winner. And if there's no decisive winner, just be fine with it.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I think in general that the rules
Think
need to
so.
be revamped for MMA specifically. We need to move away from the boxing scoring system, and we do need our own. Uh, why not? But
I
yeah,
feel
as
like
far as there
Yeah.
definitely are 10-10 rounds where just nothing happened.
yeah. I don't know, like scoring system. That shit is that's one of the most trickiest things, like in the space of MMA, because like we feel like that could be the right decision, but who knows? I feel like it's something that we should stay away from until we really need to touch it, and like because I
Pause.
don't know. That's what the
Hey,
boys go.
real quick, as I wear my Max Holloway the Blessed Ever shirt, um, who do y'all now that we hear that Islam has shut
Yeah,
down
I want
Ilia
to talk about that.
Topuria? That's what they're saying. The streets is saying that Islam said no. Who do
Scared.
y'all want to see Ilia fight? And
Makhachev, what is he doing? What you mean? Like, I'm not like, hold on, this shit, hold on, cause we need to say this shit right now. This whole debacle between welterweight and 120 on 155 is all Bilal Muhammad's fault. Islam is not your friend. He does not care about you. That's why this is not because if Khadijam, I feel like if Islam and Bilal never trained to each other and Bilal's using that to not fight Islam, I feel like they would have been booked Islam versus Bilal a long time ago. And then we would have Ilya versus somebody at 55 for the belt. So all this shit is Bilal's fault. He want to be buddy buddy with Islam. And Islam doesn't mind fighting Bilal, but he doesn't want to disrespect him and go like, I want to fight you. But Bilal interviews, I'm not fighting Islam. Islam has never said that he wouldn't fight Bilal. So this is all Bilal's fault.
why? How you gonna blame Bilal, who doesn't even have a title defense yet? Like he's trying to just get a title defense. He ain't got nothing to do with the little guy trying to come up.
It's also
But I'm
sad to
saying
hear
though,
that Shavkov is getting reconstructive surgery, so he'll be out for a year.
on what what was it? What happened? Oh, his knee, right?
Yeah.
That
That's
could be it
crazy.
for your guy.
So Sky, stand on topic. I think that if I'm being completely honest, is that Islam is scared of Ilya. He knows
Scared
that
is
Ilya is
crazy.
a fucking problem.
He's a problem though.
I
Because
don't think
at the
he's
end of the
scared.
day, that fight makes the most sense at 155. There's no one deserving at 155 more than Ilia Topuria.
Yo, and if they give it to Justin, oh my god, if they give this title fight to Justin Gaethje, it will be quite literally the most undeserved title shot in UFC history. It will
No,
make
there's been hella, there's been
no, no, no,
hella
no, 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 no,
undeserved
no.
fights.
It would be the most undeserved title fight in UFC history. It would literally be that because like it
Well,
makes
well,
no
well,
sense.
or wait a second, or right, Dustin Poirier's, like, you
Yeah,
know what I mean?
Dustin was
Like,
just right place, right time.
But I'm talking
it's the
about in the
same thing.
standpoint of like who we just fought and who we beating. Ilya just knocked out like Max. We saw what Max, did to Justin, and we still are confused on why Justin is even above Max.
Why?
So it's like I don't like they should not like. I feel like that's really disrespectful to Max if they really give, well, in Ilya if they give Justin a title shot. I feel like it would make no sense. Just like it made no sense.
I feel like Islam is not afraid of Ilia. I feel like like I said before, he doesn't want to just fight 145ers because so many people, maybe not on this podcast, but so many people disrespect his.
Keep going.
Is what?
Sorry.
So many people disrespect his legacy because he fought Volkanovski 2 times. They do not give him the credit. They say, oh, he only fights 45ers, fight 55ers. And then the fight fell out with Charles and he had to fight, what's his name? The dude he just beat.
Oh, McConnell?
Money Mikado.
No. That was
Come on,
before. No. He had to fight
Dustin
Volk.
Poirier?
He had to
Volk?
fight Volk. Then he had to fight Dustin because there was nobody else. Then he had to fight Moicano because Armin fell out. Like, so he hasn't got to fight, quote unquote, the people that people want to see. And they just keep disrespecting him. If he beats Ilia, people are going to say, Ilia's a 145er. They're going to say it, period. They're going to say he's too small for him. He was big. Just like I still to this day don't understand how y'all switched and act like Volkanovski wasn't that dude just because Islam knocked him out. All of a sudden, Volkanovski was pound for pound number 1. Literally pound for pound number 1. And then when he got knocked out, y'all started acting like, oh, Islam beat a 45er. He beat y'all GOAT. Y'all was sucking Volk raw.
That was the second fight though, and like that fight was like he shouldn't even took that fight.
It don't matter what he thought he could.
First and foremost,
if Volk would have went inside there and beat Islam the second time, y'all have been losing y'all mind. Islam got fraud check. He's not who he is.
That shit is like that was super unlikely him going and beating Islam on short notice like that. And,
no, it wasn't.
And the way he looked,
y'all thought Volk won the first fight.
He looked fat going in that second fight.
Y'all thought Volk won the first fight.
Volk did win the first fight.
I did.
I did. He did not. I'm sorry. Who's champion?
So hold on. I gotta address something that's like fucking pissing me off. Right? Ilia Topuria is not a 145er. He's 55. A 155er.
Then why is he the 145 champ?
He's not. He relinquished the title. He relinquished the fucking title.
His name is still on it until Volkanovski fights in April. He's
relinquished the title. Don't be like that.
And like
he is not the 145. He's not a 145er. He's a 155er, right? He's came out and said it. Not only did he said it, he stood on business about it. And standing on business about it by dropping the fucking title for it. What else do you want from the man? Because literally, there's no one else for Volk to fight. Like there's no one else. You know what I mean? We've seen what Charles have not done against the fight. And y'all, I fuck with Charles heavy. Like, you know, everyone knows that. I fuck with Charles heavy. He's not the one. You know what I mean? Obviously, we've seen Dustin. You know what I mean? We've pretty much seen Justin. You know what I mean? It's fucking 2 peas. Dustin and Justin are 2 peas in the pot. That's just who they are.
Give me Ilia and Islam. I just think
Armin shit the bed.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
What I mean?
Yo, Armin, he's like the lowest. Like he's like the lowest pose right now.
Why can't he get the title shot?
Who, Armin?
Yes.
Because he pissed off Uncle Dana. You know that. I know that.
That's it right there, though.
But
I don't mind that.
That should not be the reason why he doesn't get the title shot. He should be fighting next. He should be fighting.
He's the guy.
He should be fighting.
Dana White is the guy. He's the one that decides.
Yeah, we know he's fucked over plenty of fighters.
Yeah.
Point being.
And I think it's like of Ilia. I think it's like super gangster of saying I'm gonna get this belt. I'm gonna take out 2 Hall of Famers, knock them out like I said I was. I'm gonna drop the belt and go up and get the belt at 155. That's some gangster shit.
Okay, and so Islam says, knock out Charles, knock out Justin, knock out somebody at 155, so that when I fight you, my legacy gets stamped. So that when we fight, something happens. Because if he beats Ilia, y'all are going to do it. Don't listen to what Jace is saying. Listen to what the actual streets is saying. The streets is saying,
I am the streets. I'm Mr. Streets. I'm
hold on. If we talking about
I am thug life personified.
If we talking about like the fight itself, I really
nasty.
Like if we talking about the fight itself, like I really think the only advantage the fight that Islam has is his size. Pause. I feel like Ilia is better everywhere, and just like MMA, and then I feel like the size will come into play. That's the only way Islam will win that fight. But I got Ilia just getting him out of there.
Ilia is pound for pound #1.
Cool. So go knock out Charles.
Yo, so hold on.
And be undeniable. Go knock out Charles.
Hold on.
And already said he's not taking the fight.
Exactly.
He did. But listen, right?
Go knock out Justin. Go knock out somebody. Go knock out somebody at 145.
He'll murder Dustin. But to murder Dustin. But with all this stuff with Dustin, he's a Hall of Famer. He's gonna go use a Hall of Fame, whatever. But he's
He
36,
murders us.
36, 35 years old. You cannot look like that against Dustin Poirier and expect Ilia to look the same. Ilia, I don't care. Ilia is a better fighter right now today than Dustin Poirier. And the way Dustin looked against Makhachev, Ilia gonna exploit that. I'm sorry. I think he's big. I think he's stronger, faster,
And I
more
agree,
technical
but that's
boxer.
not the point. That's not the point. The point is that the champion said, fight somebody. You
That's
gave up your title. You gave up your title. This ain't champ versus
who you
champ.
gonna fight? Charles don't want to fight him.
Somebody will fight him.
That's the
Somebody
guy.
will fight
That's the
him.
guy. Who you gonna fight though?
Somebody will.
M-
You,
Max ain't gonna fight him.
Yes,
Max
he
ain't gonna.
will.
No, he
Oh, my
won't.
mama, he would. What are you
He
fucking
would.
talking about?
Hey,
He
Don't
would,
say
but
that
that's my
about
mama
Max
too.
Holloway,
he
who
would.
has
my
went
mama
against
too.
Hold on.
Volkanovski
Max
3
like
times.
that, but that's a
That's
risk.
my
That's
mama
a risk.
too.
That's
It
a
don't
career
matter.
setback.
It don't
That's
matter
a career
whether win or
setback.
lose. Max
That's
Holloway
a
is
career
always there to
setback.
stand and bang him. Don't
That's a
ever do
career
that.
setback.
Don't ever
That's a
put that on
career
his
setback.
name.
That's a career setback though. You
Don't
can't fight
ever
Ilia
put
two
that.
times.
Don't ever put that on his name.
But you're gonna be a
Never
Max
dodge
Holloway.
nobody.
But
Never
you're gonna
dodge
Max
be.
want
nobody.
that
Don't ever
smoke.
put that on his name.
But that's a
This was
setback
the
though.
same man that said that if he was to win the title, he was still gonna fight Volk for the 4th time just because he wants his get back. Don't ever put that on Max. Max ain't no bitch.
Max
Absolutely
fought.
not. Max ain't no bitch.
Max
Don't
vote.
ever put that on him.
Max fought
Don't ever put that on him.
Vote 3
Hold
times.
on, hold on,
He didn't get
hold
knocked
on,
out
hold on.
though by
If
Vote
we're
like
being
he did.
serious,
Are you being
if we
fucking serious? No.
what?
Mute up. Jace, are you being serious?
Yes.
You think Max doesn't want to fight him?
Max don't want that smoke.
This
He
But I
got
take-
PTSD
y'all
from it.
know
I
Jace
take- I'm
is
not gonna lie.
literally
AJ, hold on for a
Jace
second.
I'm
is
behind
trying
that
to
take
like
pause.
Jay,
I'm behind that
AJ,
take
hold
pause.
on for a second.
I'm behind that take. That's crazy. That's crazy
He
take.
doesn't
Though.
want that smoke. He knows what it feels like now to get knocked out, right? That's internally going to haunt him the rest of his life, knowing that this guy separated him from consciousness. That's all he's going to think about, right? It's kind of like DC when he fought John Jones. You know what I mean? Oh, I never want to feel that again because I know what it feels like now to get knocked out, separate from consciousness. Thank God there was a ref to step in and save my
You know what?
body, my soul.
You know what? You know what? Fuck it. Ilia already got the belt, the BMF belt. Fuck it. They need to book Max versus Ilia 2. The winner fights Islam. They need to do that. Fuck it.
Don't
Because
do
nobody want
that
to fight
Max.
Ilia.
No. I like Max. Don't do that to Max.
But who's gonna
Don't-
fight him though?
Don't
I'm
do that
not
to
gonna lie.
Max.
I didn't think about Max till right now. That's a good. That's
I
a good
like
option.
Max too much. I
That's a
don't
good
want
option.
to see him. You know what I mean? He got kids. Like, nah, I don't want to see him get hurt again.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that'll be the first fight in Max's career. They send him the name in the contract. He gonna think little double take. And then he gonna sign a contract. That's what he
If
gonna
he
do.
was smart, no, he
What he gonna
won't
do?
sign that contract. He knows better. He felt his power.
With that being said, though, I feel like
Sky, is there something you want to say before we get out of here? Your face is saying a lot.
Nah, I'm letting y'all look like idiots.
with that being said, though, I do think Max beats Islam though. But hey, Ilya is just that
In
guy.
what universe? In
I
what
just think
universe does Max beat Islam? What the fuck are you smoking now? You went from cooking to all of a sudden the chicken is raw. The fuck's going on?
I feel like Max has
Styles
the
make
takedown
fights.
defense necessary to keep the fight upright the whole fight. So I think
Max gets ragdolled by Islam.
he ain't ragdoll Justin,
Ragdoll.
and
Yeah,
Justin
okay.
he ain't ragdoll Justin.
Absolutely ragdolls him.
Yeah, okay.
He ain't ragdoll Justin. So
He's
but hey.
bigger.
Yeah, okay.
What they said about Justin? He was bigger. Yo, I don't care about that big shit. That shit don't matter.
Sounds good in theory.
Who has Islam ragdoll?
Nobody. Bobby
Ragdoll.
Green, Bobby
Exactly.
Green,
Who?
and Hooker.
Who?
Ragdolls him.
Who? He didn't ragdoll Volk. He didn't ragdoll Dustin. He didn't ragdoll Moicano. He ain't ragdoll anybody.
Bobby Green, and that's it. I think
That
He's
would
not
be
Khabib.
The
He's
worst
Islam.
situation for Max is to have to fight him 100%.
no. The worst situation is a fight. Yo, the worst situation is that fight is any time on the feet with Max and Islam. That shit not gonna look good. I'm telling you. You think Islam a good striker? His ass is gonna shoot that whole fight. He's not. That's a fight you don't want. He's not gonna stand up with Max the whole fight. He's gonna shoot, and that's it. But like I
Islam
said though,
kills Max, murders him. Hey, folks, comment down below. Help Sky. I know she's a homer, but comment down below. Interested to hear y'all's take. Me and most of the civilized society of the world believes that Islam ragdolls the fucks out of Max.
Yo, oh my god,
Scott,
I just can't like.
Scott, you got
Why is
any more
Dustin
takes
ranked
before
above
we
Max? That shit is crazy, bro. Why?
Scott, we got any more takes before we get out of here?
Nope.
Real quick, right? I wanna ask this question to you guys because I think Max is like he's one of those guys in the MMA that he's like of that caliber. Is if Max finds a way to win the 155 belt, is
Never.
he is he like? And I'm talking about
When he
automatically.
does.
And hold on, and
When
I'm
he
talking about
does.
automatically. And I mean, move over the GSP, John Jones, and move over DJ. Does if he wins the belt at 155, is he automatically top 3 fighter all time? Max?
I mean,
No.
Max
What?
winning the
Really?
one
No.
Max winning the
Mm.
155 belt is like me winning the 155 belt. It's just not going to happen.
If this was your first time watching the pod, Jace is a troll. So you don't even have to respond to the shit that he's saying. He's literally just doing this because he wants me to lose my mind. I was this
No.
close to literally going ape shit, but I put it together because the baby's asleep. I'm not trying to wake up the whole house. Max Holloway is my GOAT over everybody, doesn't matter who you say. But if I'm being objective outside of my own feelings, if he won 155, he would not be top 3 GOAT.
The
If
belt though,
Max
but that's
Stop.
a feat though. Winning that
Real
belt.
fast.
And it,
If Max were to win 155, undeniably top 3.
I don't think so. I think people will still talk about his losses to Volk. They'll still talk about him getting knocked out by Ilia. They would talk about him losing to Dustin the second time. They would poke holes in him being top 3. Top 3, you have to compete with John Jones. You have to compete with GSP. You have to compete with Anderson Silva. You have to compete with who else do they got up there as top? Khabib. Some people got Khabib up there.
Fedor, Demetrius Johnson.
You know what I mean? So it's a lot of people that's up there whose records and resumes may rival his.
So I'm
Top
thinking
3.
about the road.
But
then.
listen, I
I'm
would
thinking
be
about
the
the
number.
road.
I'd call him the GOAT. You know, I'm just saying.
I'm saying I would say he was top 3. And before we get out of here, I will never put John Jones as my GOAT or in my top GOAT conversation because PEDs.
With that being said,
Can't do
when
it.
Max Holloway wins the 155 title, Jace is going to have to put him in the top 3. I am saving this episode.
That's crazy.
I will. I will 100%. But again, just the likelihood is like me winning 155 title.
Mm. That's crazy.
It's in the same neighborhood.
Real quick, before you go off, Armin and Max. What about that? Real quick.
Armin
Max.
wrestle fucks the shit out of Max.
They could do it.
Max
I
gets
cannot
ragdolled.
wait for Max to get a wrestler at 155 because I just want to come inside here and shit on all y'all. That's all I want. The blessed ever.
Glory,
all
glory,
roads
Man
lead to Max
United.
Holloway. Why are you wearing that loser shirt?
We actually won this week, nigga.
Finally.
Finally, that's facts.
With that being said, you guys, we will be back next Wednesday, every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific
Tom
time.
Brady. Tom Brady.
Hey, shout out, let Brady bring it home. Just to be sure, Jace, you win Brady, right?
I won Brady.
All right. We're going to see. If Brady wins, AJ going to come back popping big shit. Y'all already know. If he don't, Brady. You going to come back, AJ?
If he don't win, you going to show up? I'm going to show up.
Don't do it.
Too.
All right.
Wait.
Don't do it.
Wait, hold on. Wait. If he gets
knocked out
and put Kasaganai out, I'm not coming.
If he gets Max Holloway, don't come.
Nah, that Max Holloway knockout wasn't that bad.
If he gets input, I'm not coming.
If he gets Kamaru Usman,
I'm not coming.
Now you got to show up.
If he gets Jessica Odd, I'm not coming. If he gets Jessica Odd, I'm not coming. I'm not.
Oh. I thought Valentina killed Jessica. That was scary.
Tony.
It sounded like a home run to
Tony
the dome.
Ferguson.
Tony.
Yeah.
That was damn Tony. Hall of Famer though. Hall of Famer though. He's the biggest what if in UFC history, in my opinion. Hall of Famer.
Nah,
Let's save that for next week. All
right. Until then, we're out. Peace.
Peace. That was my fault. Sky, I had you right here, and then I couldn't hold in my laughter. And Sky said, "This nigga's just getting on my feelings. Hold on. Bring me back to center. Bring me back to center."
Yeah.
Sky, Sky was ugly, and then she saw me. It's got this motherfucker right here and just brought it
If
back
he
in.
does win that belt though at 55, that shit gonna be crazy. Like
Win.
that shit.
Inshallah.
He never can.
Inshallah, brother.